Okay, we are going to do a push and pull day, and it's going to be weighted pretty much the whole way through. It's going to be a lower intensity, but we're just going to focus on trying to lift some pretty heavy weight, especially for chest and back muscles. You can really build those muscle groups. We are going to be doing 10 reps, 5 sets through in a row. So kind of old school style, not really circuit style. And we'll just take kind of active recovery breaks between. So have some weights handy, get creative if you don't have dumbbells. You can also use bands if you have bands. Load up a cooler, a backpack, anything with a handle, maybe a jug, toolbox, anything will kind of work, and go from there. But let's get warmed up and just get our shoulders and back kind of geared up, ready to go. So start with a child's pose, your big toes together, your hips hinged back super far, and try to push into the hands to feel the shoulder blades press together and the chest kind of open. And then kind of put your knees together. Knees will go to the right, and you'll shift your hands to the left so you can feel that right lat and kind of behind your armpit stretch out. And then we'll go the other direction. Knees to the left, arms to the right. And then we'll go a little bit of thoracic rotation. So take your right hand, knees are going to be underneath your hips, hand behind or underneath your shoulder, and then your right hand behind your head. Inhale, twist, trying to keep your hips level, and then exhale, drop your elbow to wrist. Inhale, twist, exhale, drop. Some days I don't get much twist. I remember when I first started doing this little mobility move, I got nowhere. I feel like I was like this far and that was about it. So your rotation point, your mobility point should be in that thoracic point, the middle part of your spine, not in your low back. So we want to hold the core to protect the low back and try to find mobility right underneath the shoulder blades through the back. Last one. Other side. Work with your breath, push into that hand on the ground. Try to keep track of those hips. Two more. Of course, if you want to keep the intensity higher, I think it's important to take a few breaks on high intensity or fine cardio in other places. Let's hit a downward facing dog. But if while I'm grabbing that glute bridge, active recovery kind of interim, if you prefer to hit mountain climbers, jump squats, jumping jacks, jump rope, anything that you feel would get your heart rate up and you want to build that more intensity, totally fine. All right, go ahead and walk your hands back to your toes. Let's take a wider stance. Push into the left hand and inhale, right arm up. Again, this will kind of get some mobility through that middle spine. Switch to the other side. One more time each side. All right, we are going to be starting off with a 4-minute plank set. So we're going to hold 30 seconds on the front, 30 seconds side, 30 front, 30 side. So we're going to start off with that. I'm going to go a forearm plank. If you prefer a high plank, totally fine. All right, ready, set, and go. 30 seconds in the front. So shoulders up just past those elbow creases. Push into the forearms, kind of dome into the upper back. Try to find flexion into the muscles behind your shoulder blades, through the rib cage, of course the abdomen, the glutes. Wrap around those thighs. 5 seconds left. And turn to your first side. Push through those hips. Envision you have a string pulling your hips up Open the chest. Find the contraction in the shoulder blade. 5 seconds, we're gonna go back to center. 3, 2, and 1. Find that center. Scan the body head to toe. Push into the elbows, pull the elbows back towards your toes. Make sure you're finding the tension in the right places through the core. 10 seconds. Okay, turn to your second side. Open the chest. Sometimes it's nice to put the hand behind the back. Find that'll kind of give you a little bit of a shoulder stretch. Push your chest up just a little bit more. Open through the back. 10 seconds. Flex through the upper back. Grab through the core. And back to center. We're halfway. Flex in deep. Don't try to find the easy way with your planks. We want to wake up the core. A lot of the back moves we're going to be doing today take that hip hinge kind of stance. So you need to have a strong core to support the low back. Okay, turn to your first side. Last time here on this side. Find that oblique. $15 seconds. Stay strong through the front of the belly. If this is too easy, you could always lift the top leg. Back to center. If you need to take a break, take it, come back. Try to keep those flexions though. Make your spine long, legs strong. 5 seconds here. All right, second side, it's our last 30 seconds. Open that chest, flex through the back, the oblique of course. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming on up. We're gonna start our first set. It's just gonna be a lawnmower. So you only need one weight. You're gonna take a lunge stance. Hinge your elbow on the knee. Slide shoulders back and down. Grab that core really strong. Pull the elbow right next to the rib cage. Here's 3, 4, 5. So with your back, really take your brain to the muscles that you want to be working. Here's 10. Switch sides. 3, 8, belly strong. 10. All right. So I'm just gonna go for a glute bridge. Not really a certain amount of time, but just giving those arms, shoulders, back muscles a second. Depending on the amount of weight, you'll need a longer break or not, or you'll get more reps than I do or not. All right, let's go ahead and come up. We're gonna go set 2. I'm actually gonna grab a little heavier, my kettlebell, because I have it. All right, level off the feet, slide shoulder blades down, and go. Feel like you're trying to pull that elbow back toward the hip. 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. Long back, shoulder blades back and down. So make sure you're not collapsing. Here's 3. Into the shoulder, you're supporting on the knee. Belly strong. 8, 9, and 10. All right, hit your little glute bridge. About 20 seconds is what we're hitting, active recovery-ish. Depending on how heavy you are, traditionally you take like 2 or 3 minute breaks. My personality doesn't do well with a break that long. But hey, if you need that, pause the video, take a longer break, come back. Okay, here we go. Set 3 and go. Belly strong. Make your back as long as you can. 8, 10. Other side, ready? And go. 7, 8, and 10. All right, glute bridge. Stretch through those arms, push into those heels, pull the heels back towards shoulders. Do all sorts of different things with your arms. You want to let them kind of stretch out. All right, let's bring it up for set 4. Get your lunge stance. Belly strong, squared off hips, and go. Keep your neck long. So reaching space between ears and shoulders. Okay, other side. And go. Belly strong. Eight, 9, 10. Whatever you want your interim to be. You can also just take full and legitimate break, I guess. Okay, we got one more set here. And then we're gonna move on to our first push exercise. Bring it up, which is gonna be a chest press. Let's finish these guys off though. Contract everything, even through the legs. And go. There's 10. Ready, set, go. Feel the back, feel the back. Take your brain there. Tighten in deep. 8, 9, 10. All right. Hit that quick glute bridge. Send my weight back. So if you don't have 2 different dumbbells to use, it's really not a problem. I always say my toolbox because that's about the right weight, but you could grab any sort of kind of Rubbermaid box that you press up and down. Doesn't have to be 2 separate weights. All right, so whatever you're using for that weight selection, we're doing the same thing as far as formatting. So 10 reps, 5 sets. I'm gonna leave my butt on the ground just because I'm gonna activate through my core a little more. So if you're keeping the hips on the ground, you push the low back into the ground, pulling your rectus abdominis toward one another on either side of the belly button. So you try to keep your glutes relaxed now, core strong, elbows open out, press up. So the hands, here's 2, need to stay right at the chest. Core strong. 7, 8. Keep those wrists strong, so try not to let them bend back. Last one. Okay, glute bridge. I'm just gonna hold the weights for now. Not super duper heavy, that's okay. This is a good opportunity. Okay, hips down, let's go set 2, to really try to find your self flexions and then push, let's go. Even deeper, here's 1, 2, with those muscles, because you're incorporating on your own enough. 4. 8, roll the shoulders back and down, and 10. Push the hips up. Try not to let it creep into the neck. Keep it in the chest. All right, set your hips down. If you're not holding your weights, grab them. Tuck that core in. Contract through the abdomen. Let's go. Set 3. 1. 8, 9, 10. All right. Put my weights down this time. Give my hands a break. Keep holding that glute bridge. Take that little break. All right, put your hips down. Grab your weights. Set 4. Contract through the abdomen. Ready and go. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, feeling good. Starting to add up. Glad we chose to do those 5 sets. All right, hips come down, weights come up, low back pushes into the ground, make your wrists strong, ready, go. Last set. Seven, 8. Belly stays strong, stay active there. Last one. 10. All right. Give yourself that little break. We're going back into a pull exercise. So we're going to be doing dead rows. So you can row your toolbox or cooler or Rubbermaid bin, backpack, something you can pull straight up. Or a bar, if you're lucky enough to have a bar, that would be fantastic. Okay, grab your weights. So we're gonna be back in that hip hinge. So make sure that core is still perfect. ready to contract and support the low back. Shoulders back and down. So think butt back, back flat. Envision your weights are on a bar, if they're not for real, and then pull the bar right toward the belly button. So there's 1, 2, squeeze between the shoulder blades. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, go ahead and throw back in that glute bridge real quick. Okay, hips come down. You can challenge yourself, see if you can get up without using your hands. Grab the weights. Shoulders back and down. Butt back, back flat, and row. 5, pull the belly button back towards your rib cage. 9, squeeze shoulder blades together. 10, making sure those elbows pinch right next to the side. Push your hips up. All right, hips down, roll it up. Set 3. Stand tall, shoulders back and down. Find that hip hinge and row. Eight, 9, 10. Roll it down, butt up. All right, drop your butt, see if you can get up, no hands. 2 sets to go. Here we go, hinge forward and pull. 7, core strong, core strong. All right, lay it down. Hips drop, roll it up. Last set. Push your hips back, keep the back flat. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. So find the rhomboids. Rhomboids are under your trapezius muscles, middle of the back. Help support the posture and also help keep tension out of the neck. We all kind of struggle, trapezoid tension, tightness. So try to keep it lower between shoulder blades. 1 more. All right. Roll it down. Push the hips up. Stretch through those arms. All right, the next set is going to be a cross punch. So our next push set. We are going to keep the hips up. You're going to punch your arm across the body. 10 each side. And then instead of our glute bridge, because we are going to be holding a glute bridge for the cross body punches, we'll do concentrated crunches instead for our little active recovery. All right. Slide the shoulder blades down, push the hips up. So your elbows are right next to your rib cage and the wrist stays right over the elbow. Okay, ready, set, go, punch. Right arm slides across. So you get a push. Here's 2.
But the reason I like to keep my hips up for this one is it forces that lat to help you to control the cross. Halfway. Keep your neck relaxed. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Slow and controlled, concentrated crunches. Say concentrated because you really want to focus on it. Contract the core here, push the low back into the ground. Keep your glutes relaxed. Exhale, chin toward the belly. As you lower, don't relax. We all have a tendency to do it. So here's 2. 3. 4, trying to build as much heat through that abdomen as possible, just in these 5. And 5. All right, grab your weights. Butt goes up. Set 2. Go, punch across. 1, 2. Make sure that the wrist drops right back over the elbow. Shoulders roll back and down. 5. Core stays strong. 7. Support with the back. 2 more. And there's 10. Weights down, butt down. 5. Concentrated crunches. Rest the head and the hands. Make sure you're not pulling on the head, but the hands are there to rest into, or hands are there to support the head, to hold it. 3. 4. Keep that tension on the belly. 5. Grab your weights. Butt up. And go. 1. 1. Just far enough over where your whole upper body isn't twisting, but that shoulder does come up off the mat, just a split second. 2 more each side. Belly strong, butt stays up. 10 and 10. All right. Hit your crunches. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Don't relax at the bottom. 1 more. All right, grab your weights. Butt up. Set 4. 1. 2. Don't get lost in the number. Focus on the move. What are you feeling where? Where can you adjust? Make it better. You're looking for the path of most resistance, but the healthiest resistance. 7. 9. 10. All right. Weights down, butt on the ground. Here we go. Exhale, lift. All right. Grab your weights. Last set. Butt up. Keep the wrist strong. and punch. Focus. 4. 7. 8. 9. Keep those hips up, belly strong. And 10. Face down. Set that core in. And go. Think about scooping the belly as you lift. 2. 3. 4. Find your self flexion, then move. 5. All right, back to pull. Coming on up, I'm gonna go lighter weights. We're gonna move up a little bit into the rear delt, which is behind the shoulder, and staying in those rhomboids still. So lighter weight, and then honestly, depending on how much trouble you have contracting into your traps, you may just want to go body weight. And honestly, I have found probably the most back development by finding isometric contractions. So contract without actually having to use weight and resistance of weight, and you can almost get better form so that when you do hold weight, it's a better set. Okay, so palms are facing forward, backs of the hands face your shins. You're back in that hinge, hip hinge, and your thumbs are gonna come up. So your pinkies are facing one another. Come up in a T, and then drop. So the goal is to keep the work out of the neck at all costs. 3, belly strong. 4, I really have to take my mind to the shoulders and the rhomboids, the back, to get the right move, because I don't want it in the neck. Belly strong. Last one. Good. All right, there we go, set one. I'm gonna switch it up to a down dog. If you like those glute bridges, stay there. Maybe you're doing mountain climbers, go for it. Slide those shoulders back and down. Or a child's pose if that's better. I remember a down dog used to not be a resting pose for me. Okay, back to those weights. Hip hinge. Line those knees and toes. Butt back, back super flat. Ready, go. 1, 2. Keep your neck neutral. 3, 4. So the more bent over you are, the more it hits your back. So if you're too upright, you're getting more of that mid delt, top of the shoulder. We want the back. 8. Roll the shoulders back and down. 9. 10. Good. Hitting up that down dog again. So for me, also envisioning that the pinch, that pull together of those shoulder blades is what's pulling those weights up. That helps me a lot. All right, bring it up. Shoulders back and down. Really contract the core. Support low back. Let's go. Set 3. 1. 2. Release through the neck, the shoulders. 2 sets left here. Coming back, roll shoulders back and down. Ready, go. Don't use momentum. 8, try to keep that upper back super still. 9, 10. Shoulders back and down. Grab to that core. All right, bring it up. Hinge forward, but back flat. Ready, go. Raise. Keeping the core strong. 5, 8, squeeze, 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 9, 10. All right, hit that down dog. Feel the core, connect, releasing that low back. We got 1 set left here. Walk it back. Okay, grab those weights. Palms forward, slide shoulder blades down, ready, go. 2, 3, big, big squeeze. 4, 5, 6, shoulders back and down. Flex deep in the rib cage. 2 more. 10. All right. Again, hit that down dog. All right, we're gonna finish off this set with another round of planks. So bring your body forward, drop onto the elbows, and go. Here's our first set. Same thing as we started with, 4 minutes. Total, 30 seconds each side and the front. So 2 full rounds through. Push into those elbows, pull the elbows back toward the toes. Tighten in deep, flex the glutes. All right, turn to that first side. Open the chest, lift the hips. If you want, try lifting the top leg, it's up to you. Make sure you're keeping the contraction in the core, the obliques. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, center. Don't get too spread out. Push into those forearms.
10 seconds here. All right, second side. Lift the leg if you are. Push the hips up. Don't just hold the hips off the ground. Push them up. Back to center. Halfway through. Keep it tight in the core, tight in the core. Remember what you're here for. Stability, we need it. Protect our back against injury everywhere, especially everyday life. Most injuries happen not when you're working out. It's when you're unloading the dishwasher or the car. Turn, first side, switching laundry. I've seen it happen a lot. Lift the leg if you'd like. Seconds. All right, center. Last time in center. Push into those forearms. 10 seconds left. Second side. Last 30 seconds. Create that strong line. Open the chest. Lift through the oblique. Three, 2, and 1. All right, rotate back and down. Hinge back through those hips. Stretch through the arms, the shoulders, hit your child's pose. Come forward onto your belly. Bring your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Maybe just a teeny bit ahead because you're going to push into the hands. Keep your glutes strong and then pull the chest forward. By pushing your elbows into the ground, then it's like you're pulling those elbows back. So then you have traction. Keep the glutes flexed to protect your low back. Release. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lift through the chest and the shoulders. Tuck your chin. All right, release that. Push it back. Sit back on your heels or your feet and then round the back. Tuck the chin. Push the hands forward. You should feel stretch to the upper back. And then lift high onto the backs of your feet, your heels. Chest is tall. Open the chest. Bring one arm across and stretch the shoulder. So pull the shoulder head back and down as you're pushing it across. You should feel that stretch along the outside of the shoulder. Open, other side. Fantastic job. As much as I love hippity hoppity heart rate stuff, love a good weight set. Stretch through those forearms real quick. You're gripping all those weights. I'm looking forward to seeing how this leaves my back, especially, and the chest for tomorrow. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys later.